like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave me a comment. Without further adu...
Hey kids, it's Hyperdellic. Today, taking a look at Cobra, Nemesis Immortal, or Enforcer, you know, if you're old school. Just got him today. I didn't check after I pre-ordered him. I don't know if he sold out or not. I know that some people were on the fence about him. I know that there was some griping about the wings, some griping about the fact that he doesn't look like the classic Nemesis Enforcer. And I just have to say, like, so far, G.I. Joe Classified series has done a lot of upgrades and a lot of changes. And I don't know if people should be surprised that Nemesis Immortal is not Nemesis Enforcer. I mean, he is. They just gave him that name now. So, you know, there's that. I love the classic G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe versus Cobra Law movie. I'm a big fan of the whole Cobra Law storyline. I also have been reading through some of the Cobra Commander comics that have been coming out this year, and I love the storyline, and I love the fact that, like, Globulus tasks Nemesis Enforcer, or Nemesis Immortal, to basically be Cobra Commander's bodyguard, right? He's making sure that Cobra Commander does what he's supposed to do, and more than likely he's probably gonna kill him at the end or something like that, or try to. I know Cobra Commander winds up trying to duck him for a while, all that stuff, and then uses him once he gets into trouble, right? Because Cobra Commander's just like that. By the way, that's going to be coming soon, and so is that. So is that. I think you guys are going to enjoy this review. But for now, we are talking about Nemesis Immortal, or Enforcer, or whatever your cup of tea is. So, real quick, we're going to look at this box. He is number 140. 140. I like all the cool alien vibes going on the box. Go look at the sides. Some cool illustration of Nemesis. Nemesis was basically Globulus' right-hand man. He was the guy that Globulus would send out when he needed somebody taken care of, right? Nemesis Enforcer was a badass, right? I mean, he was great. I had the 3-pack with Nemesis, Globulus, and the third one was like basically an infantry soldier, kind of a generic dude. We were all really disappointed to not get the one female character who was kind of an awesome assassin. Hopefully we will get her in this series. I'm thoroughly excited. I mean, just look at this chunky boy. He is a big boy. That is one heck of a premium figure, if I do say so myself. That is deluxe. Like, you have no idea. Here, I'll give you the bottom. You want to check it out? And, without further ado, we're going to bust into this guy. And here he is out of the box. Wow. I'm going to say, this is an impressive figure. Just all around, he is massive. He is a very, very chunky boy. There are some major differences between the original and this figure. Obviously, scale is the first thing that, we don't even have to mention that. But he comes with a plethora of accessories, one of which is a couple of fists. We'll throw up a picture right now. All right. And then he also comes with a head. I'll show you that one. There we go. It's an interesting head. I dig it. It's not bad at all. It's a really cool head. And here, just for effect, we will swap his head with this one just for a moment. Because I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be going with the other head, but that head does look kind of awesome. Kind of makes him look like a raging badass. But that's not the Nemesis Immortal or Nemesis Enforcer that I prefer. Now, there are a couple of other differences, like these holsters. These are apparently for these two swords. Or swords, if you want to say it the right way. I mean, I'm not big on the right way. But, so these go in, and let's see, which way do they go? Do they go, yeah, it looks like they fit the way that you would think they would fit, where you could grab them and they would be ready to use. So we're going to stick those in those slots. It's got 2 slots. All right, so that's pretty tight right there. Now, he comes with 2 other accessories. One is this classic looking, and it has bendy arms too. This classic looking piece that came, or it's reminiscent of the original that came with the 3-pack for the Real American Hero Cobra La pack. Unfortunately, we only got 3 figures from the Cobra La series, and that's a shame, because that was a really imaginative like faction in G.I. Joe. So here, we'll try it out real quick, but that's not the meat and potatoes that everybody's looking for. I mean, it looks cool. It's pretty dope. I dig it. It makes me really hope that we get Globulus. I really hope that we do. He's going to be probably a crazy premium figure. That one's probably going to be like 50, 60 bucks. Would not be surprised, right? But I'm excited to wait for it. So there's that. And you can always like have it as like a weird little spider pet that hangs out with him. You know, you never know. You could have a spider pet. Now here's the other accessory. His wings. And they have articulation. Okay? Look at that. That's pretty cool. I'm going to be using a lot of fishing line for my Joes lately. I've got Raptor I got to put up in the air. I still have to put Metalhead up in the air. Right? Metalhead? Yeah, I think that's his name. And then I've still got my I've still got to put my my Steel Brigade figures up in the air too with their jetpacks. Now, I heard a lot of complaints about these wings, and I don't know what the heck people are talking about, because these are fantastic. There's a little bit of see-through on the wing. You can see that with my hand here. And, I mean, holy cow. Like, there's a cool little tear in the wing. And, like, I mean, you can see through these wings. Now, we'll turn them around. You can check out the back profile. It definitely makes him pretty back-heavy. I mean, you can compensate by pushing these wings a little forward. But yeah, he is a very heavy, chunky boy. But he is an awesome looking figure. I mean, he's dope. This is outstanding. Like, we need to get in close on this. So let's do that now.
Hyperdellic.
Okay, now we're all nice and zoomed in. Okay, so before we start getting into the actual figures details, I just wanted to do a quick zoom in on this weird tentacle creature backpack thing that he comes with, because it's got some neat details going on. All these little tentacles underneath. It's a beautiful sculpt. Like, they really put some time and some consideration into this sculpt. It's neat. It has some really nice, it's got great color. It's definitely very like nostalgic and reminiscent of the original one that came with the Cobra La 3-pack way back in the day when we were tiny little man babies and whoa babies. So now, here, bud. We're gonna fix that zoom real quick. Look at that face. Look at the eyes. The eyes are incredible. Like, he looks like he has Sith eyes, right? That was how Anakin looked when he was about to kill all the younglings. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on, don't try and act like you don't like Star Wars. We come down to this neck, and he's got okay head articulation. It's okay. Is it great? No. But he's a big, chunky character. Like, you almost don't expect a huge character like him to have crazy, awesome articulation in the head. I'm going to take this backpack off just for the sake of easy handling. Now, all of this breastplate, and then he's got like the iconic little diamond in the center. He has a nice diaphragm cut. You could rotate 360 if you want him to. Okay. He's got these shoulder pauldrons, or shoulder armor. We'll come around to the back and you can see how his armor continues on. He's beautiful, honestly. I mean, the texture that they've put into this, like, there's lots of different textures, lots and lots of like really nice details, little things that you notice as you're going over it. There's a little bit of paint right there, some error, but I mean, you can play that off and be like, it's just blood, bro. He's got these awesome claws that come out of his arms, battling Joes such as Sergeant Slaughter. Does not want to move. I think I'm gonna wait until I can blow dry that. This elbow is locked right now. Let's see how this other elbow is. Okay, the other elbow moves a little better. Could just be mine, but be wary when you open yours if you get them. We come down to the arms. He's got it turns there, and he's got a bicep cut. Okay. There is a butterfly joint, so you get some good range of motion in the arms and shoulders. These hands are really nice. This is a vertical rocker hand. So again, they gave him pew-pew hands, and he doesn't have guns. It's weird. I don't know why they do that all the time. But we come down to the waist, and it's that classic G.I. Joe waist. There is a little bit of gapping, but that's okay because you don't want all the paint to scrape off. So they gave some room. He's got a rather interesting looking cod piece there. And we come down to the legs, and he has a drop down hip. And the bicep cut, he's almost reminiscent of like a NECA figure. How they have that cool, like the leg is hidden inside of whatever you would call this leg armor. Then you come down to the knee. Now, I'm going to say this. They really did a nice job. I mean, aside from the arms, they did a really good job of masking and kind of tucking away the articulation, because that knee is just really well hidden. And I'm going to tell you, like, he's a little tough to move. It is a little chilly out here in the Midwest, but my house, he's been in my house for all day. So he's been very, very warm. I would have gotten this review going way earlier, but we had some big family stuff to do today. So my little one is a awesome little school play thing. She's fantastic. And I'm not just biased. Kid's got some acting chops, and some singing chops, and dancing chops, and all just chops, period. Alright, so we come down to the calf, and there is no boot cut or anything like that. And the ankle, it is hard to move. The ankle moves about that far. It goes about that far forward. Now, I didn't see if he can kick, but he definitely has some chunkiness in the thighs and the calf, and so it's a little hard to get to the butt. But he's got a decent range of motion. I mean, he can kick out like that, mainly because of that drop down hip. Splits, well, those swords kind of get in the way, but he gets to about there. It's not terrible. It's not. I mean, for a big bruiser of a chunky monkey as this guy is, holy cow, that's actually kind of impressive that he still has that range of motion. And when we come down to the feet, I love these feet, like the boots. This whole entire thing is all new sculpting. What they're going to reuse any of this for is your guess is as good as mine, because I wouldn't be able to tell you. I would have to assume that this is a one-shot kind of molding. They may do a retro card. I mean, if they were wise, they would probably do a retro card with it, just because some people were complaining. They didn't like this version. Now, I think they're crazy, because taking a look at this, and I mean, I'm sure you probably agree. There's this Gudonk. He's got a big Gudonk. It's a little flat, though. I think you would agree that the colors and the sculpt, the textures, all these little pieces come together to make one hell of a figure. I mean, like, he looks pretty cool. Now, we're going to move him off to the side, and we're going to do some close-up on these wings, because this was a big point of contention for a lot of folks. The wings themselves get some shoulder protection, it would appear. Here's the back. They're very nicely detailed too. I'm gonna tell you, like I've got several winged creatures in my collection, and this is nice. Like the fact that you can see through it, and it's like a purple see-through wing. Dudes, this is cool. Like, it looks good. Hasbro ain't paying me to say this. Hasbro doesn't pay me nothing. They don't even give me free figures. So, I bought this. I'm a Hasbro Pulse member. So, this is my honest review. Like, I really like this. I was so excited to get him. This is a phenomenal figure. I think the only thing we have left to do here is, first off, let's get these bat wings on him. There we go. I think the only thing we have left to do is some photos, and then we talk about them, you know, with some final impressions. All right, let's do it. Caw-caw!
Hyperdellic.
Okay, time for final thoughts. Boy, do I have a few. I'm gonna put this figure at a 9.8 on my scale. I absolutely love this figure. He is a big, bruising hulk of a character. Like, he makes the Nemesis Enforcer from the old G.I. Joe movie cartoon look like a pansy. He is brutal looking. He is not somebody you look like. You don't want to mess with this dude. He does not look like he's going to go easy on you. The whole entire uniform that he has going on is really cool. The original Nemesis Enforcer was one of my favorite figures. And I gotta say, like, this one does not disappoint. It is beautiful. It is fabulous. He hits all the right nostalgic notes, and then throws some extra at you that you were not expecting. Let's see if he doesn't fall over. I think I posed him out stable enough, but you know, those wings really do present like a stability, not problem, but challenge. We're gonna say it's a challenge, but they look so good. I mean, I can't wait to get some fishing line on him and hang him from my ceiling over my my other G.I. Joe figures. He is brutal looking. He is awesome. He is purple. I love purple. Love purple. One of my favorite colors. And he comes with some great optional accessories. I'm gonna say this much: the swords are not easy to keep in his hands. Okay, they're a little. I mean, as you can see, like right there, the hand that's like up over there. Ooh, man, almost knocked him over. The hand that's up raised, you can see like he's not holding it completely by the handle. I had to kind of finagle it in there so that it wouldn't move anymore. So posing wise, he's going to be a little bit of, you know, a challenge, a little bit. But I think it's well worth it for what you're getting here. Ooh, buddy. If you did not pick one up and they are available again, you need to get one. He is amazing. I think he's my new favorite G.I. Joe figure, aside from the new Cobra Commander, but I haven't even opened that new Cobra Commander, so I can't really judge it. But like I said, 9.8. I'm not giving him a 10, just because I don't know. I mean, I want to give him a 10, but I don't feel like that's right. Those wings are a little crazy, but they are awesome looking too. And the fact that they are see-through purple plastic, I mean, like, my camera is not doing them justice whatsoever. When you see them with your naked eye and you see the light coming through them, it's just like, what? That is cool. So I highly recommend picking one up, whether you go to the secondary market or if Hasbro still has some available. I didn't even check before this review. I probably should have, but I didn't. But he's worth it. He's definitely worth it. If you are a Cobra Law fan, you're gonna freaking love this. And I'm gonna say this much too. As far as his versatility with other like lines, like you can pair him up with some Cosmic Legions or Mythic Legions. You can pair him up with like some Dungeons and Dragons type, figures and stuff like that. Like he just has this look that would fit in with anything monster related. He is a monster. He is so hefty too. Like the box that they sent him in was humongous, and I was just like, holy cow! Why are they wasting this much space? They didn't waste that much space. Like he's a big chunky boy. And I mean, as you can see from some of the photos that I took of him, he's very versatile. He is flexible enough. He's got decent enough articulation to get him into whatever pose you are trying to do. He doesn't have the most incredible range of motion, but it's up there. It works. It works well. Hasbro did a phenomenal job. Chef's kiss, Hasbro. Chef's kiss. Keep the Cobra Law folks coming. Want me some globulus? I love it. I do. He kind of makes me regret having not picked up the Cobra Commander turning into a snake thing. But, hey, we make our choices. Decisions must be made. Can't have everything. Sometimes you can't have a lot either. And but this guy, if you get him, he's a lot. He's a lot. Come here, Nemesis. Let's talk to the folks. Nemesis, can people become members of my channel? Yeah. Okay, all right, thanks. You're a man of many words, aren't you? Yeah. The big, brooding, silent type, huh? Yeah. All right, man. You know what? I'm going to take it from here. Also, don't forget that if you want to support the channel, you can go to my Patreon page, or you can become a member of the channel. You can also send me a super chat and all that stuff when I'm live. I was off this entire week at the end of October, and I didn't go live once. I know my one guy, Enchant, he's probably a little disappointed. I expected to be able to do it, but a lot of things ended up filling my time this whole entire week I was off work. And it was just like, well, guess that's not happening. But I am trying to crank out some reviews. I've got a bunch of different new figures, and I'm trying to work my way through them. But this one is, well, it was important to get this one out. He was timely. He was brand new today. And I did not want to sit on this review. I wanted to get this out for you guys as soon as possible, because I think this is a very worthwhile figure to pick up. But again, support my channel if you can. And, on that note, I want to tell you all that I love you, and I appreciate your support and your viewership. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you see when I'm dropping new videos. I got Cobra Commander coming up. I finally got my hands on one of the Chester Cheetah figures from Jada. That's going to be coming soon. I'm looking forward to doing that one, because I'm going to have some real Cheetos in that video. I'm a big boy. I like my Cheetos, all right? Shut your face. But this has been Hyperdellic and Nemesis Nemesis Immortal, saying, remember to play, and play hard. Hard. Oh my God. All right, kids, bye.